So today we're going to be making a foldable for inequalities. You've got your copy here ready to go. You're going to cut the corners off on the dotted lines. And if you will save those little scrap pieces of paper and return them to your teacher, we will reuse those for something else. Then you can also cut on the dotted lines here, just on the dotted lines. Once you reach the solid line, then stop. Okay, so there's what we're looking at. Let's just cut to right there. Okay, now I'm going to be writing notes on here. So I'm going to zoom in. First problem says, Cameron is superstitious. He will not get an apartment on the 13th floor. Let X equal the floor that Cameron could live on. That inequality is going to look like this. He will live on anything and everything but the 13th floor. And when we graph that, 13 is there, 12 is there, 14 is there on the number line. We're going to have an open circle here. We can color on the number line to the right because he will live on the 14th floor or above. He would live on the 12th floor or below. And that's what that looks like there. This is anything but 13 is a solution. Then I'm going to fold this little piece over to there. This is not equal to is the phrase that you might see. Here's the symbol. Anything but that number. Is a solution. And that is hard to see. Okay. On the other side, this one is an equation. This one's called an inequality. This one is an equation because it is equal. Janie went to the store and spent $85 on a new dress. Let X equal the money spent. So X equals 85. And when we graph this on the number line, it's a closed circle. This is the only solution to the problem. So then I fold this over. This is called an equation. The phrase you would see is equal to or something similar. Equals is and it has one solution. I've made a mistake here. I meant to leave these as open circles here as my bullet points. The reason being for the inequality part. That'll make sense, and that'll make more sense. Okay, so the next problem. Dimitri's mom told him that he had to spend fewer than $120 on his new basketball shoes. Let X equal the amount Dimitri is allowed to spend. He can spend anything up to $120. On the number line, that's an open circle. And we color the number line to the left because anything less than that is how much he could spend. So open bullet circle. The symbol is this. We read it as is less than. The difference here between less than being subtract and this symbol is this word right here. When it says is less than, that is not indicating the operation subtract. It's indicating this symbol. This is less than. Is fewer than is another phrase that's associated with is below. Okay, this one sets the maximum. The maximum limit. In order to wrestle in his weight class, Paul must weigh no more than 160 pounds. Let X equal the number of pounds that Paul could weigh. Paul could weigh 160, or he can weigh anything less than 160. Notice the symbol here, which indicates to us that it can be 160 is a solution, and anything below 160 is a solution. So this is Paul can weigh 160 or anything below. $160. Our symbol here, we're going to close our bullets. It's less than or equal to. Again, is tells us the difference that this is the symbol, not subtraction. It's got the word or equal to. That's where we use this line right here. And that's why we close in our circle. Is at most. Again, it's setting that maximum limit there. Is no more than. So when it sets the maximum limit, you're going to be using one of these two. If it indicates that it could be equal to, you're going to use this one. If it indicates that it could not be equal to, you're going to use this one. Next, my daughter must read each night for more than 30 minutes. Let X equal the number of minutes that she must read. So she's got to read more than 30 minutes. So we're going to have open at 30, and anything to the right of 30 is going to be a solution. She wanted to read an hour, she could. She wanted to read 31 minutes, she could. She wanted to read 30 minutes and a half, she could. Okay? Anything bigger than 30 is a solution. Our symbol, use an open bullet. This is greater than. And what separates this from the addition operation is the word is. If it says is greater than, we're using the symbol. If it says 4 is greater than 2 is X, that's telling us to add. Is more than. Again, is being an important word. Is above or over, anything like that. So this one sets the minimum or the least limit. In order to ride the dinosaur ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom, my daughter has to be at least 40 inches tall. Let X equal the heights allowed to ride. So, X is greater than, and it could also be equal to. As soon as she's 40 inches, she can ride. So, if 40 is here, it's a closed circle because 40 is a solution. 39 is here. 39 and a half is here. It's not a solution. So we're not going to color there. We're going to color to the right. She can be 40 inches or taller to ride. Our symbol here is, we've got a closed circle. This is greater than or equal to. Is at least. It's greater than or equal to. Is no less than. And again, setting that minimum limit. You take this, fold it here. Fold again. This fold